The Ukrainians attacked two of the most important links in the chain of production of explosives in the Russian Federation, writes NV columnist Ivan Yakovina. According to Russian media, on July the 25th, Ukrainian superweapons called drone debris fell 10 times on a gunpowder factory in Tambov, as well as on an aircraft factory in Taganrog. Explosions occurred there and there. Of course, we do not know the exact extent of the destruction, but apparently the debris was quite successful in getting where it was needed, and in general, these factories were damaged to a certain extent. Of these two, of course, it is difficult to decide which is more important, gunpowder or aviation. But in this case, I will probably lean towards aviation, because in Taganrog there is not just an aircraft factory, but the very factory that produces the A-50, A-100 flying radars, with the help of which the capabilities of Russian aviation are significantly expanded. And the destruction of such a plant for the production of flying radars is, of course, a great success for the Ukrainian army, especially in light of the fact that most likely in the coming months there will be an attempt to at least conduct some Ukrainian Air Force operations using F-16s and their own Ukrainian flying radars. That is, the absence of such equipment among the Russians will, of course, be a great help for the Ukrainian aviation. Also in the city of Nevinnomyssk, this is Stavropol Krai, the Azot plant was attacked. Last time, the debris stopped this plant completely. Thus, they deprived the Russian Federation of significant volumes of nitrates, nitrites, and various nitrogen compounds that are used to produce explosives. And in general, the trend is bad, because it's not even about the fact that it takes a lot of effort, time, and money to restore these factories. It's a shame when everything gets broken again. Just when you restore it, bam! The debris come flying in and break everything again. On the night of July the 22nd, quite recently, Ukrainian drones in the Samara region attacked a large petrochemical joint stock company, Novokubishevsk Petrochemical Company, which is part of the holding. This whole business belongs to the Russian company, Rosneft. This petrochemical company has come under attack again. The plant was damaged and partially stopped working after June the 22nd. The plant is important because it processes about 1 million tons of oil a year. That is one of the largest petrochemical enterprises in Russia. It produces a lot of things, including raw materials for explosives. In short, this Nevinnomyssk Azot, which was attacked on July the 25th, is also an important military plant. Only there, they produce some components of explosives, specifically those related to nitrogen compounds. But in the Samara region, other components of explosives are already related in one way or another to organic chemistry.
Ukrainian soldiers from the 225th Separate Assault Regiment liberated the settlement of Kondratovka in Sumy Oblast. This was reported by the Deep State Project. According to information from our sources, the 225th Separate Assault Regiment has completed the cleanup and consolidation of Kondratovka. This is already the second village that the unit has liberated in Sumy region. During the liberation of both villages, the enemy suffered heavy losses, namely the battalion of the 40th Separate Marine Brigade, the battalion of the 155th Separate Marine Brigade and the motorized rifle battalion of the 30th Separate Marine Brigade. By the way, the battalion commander of the latter was also eliminated, the statement says. It is noted that the enemy infantry was surrounded in the village for a long time, so they had to wait until they were smoked out. First of all, this success was made possible by the unique tactics and approaches used by the 225th Separate Regiment. Once again, the unit demonstrated that we have those who are capable of conducting high-quality offensive actions, Deep State added. Earlier, Russia claimed that its forces captured 2 more settlements in eastern Ukraine as fighting continued across multiple fronts. According to the Defense Ministry, units from the North Group of forces took control of the village of Kondratovka in Ukraine's northeastern Sumy region. Meanwhile, troops from the Western Military Group seized the settlement of Redkadub in Donetsk. The ministry described both operations as the result of active and decisive actions by Russian forces. Kondratovka and Redkadub are small localities but hold tactical value due to their positions near contested front lines.
As Russia increases its use of drones over missiles in attacks on Ukraine, NV asked leading military experts to assess which air defense tools are proving most effective against this growing aerial threat. Experts were asked to name at least 3 of Ukraine's most effective tools or methods for intercepting drones. 1. Gepard self-propelled anti-aircraft gun. The German-made Gepard tops the list, earning unanimous praise from all 5 experts as the most effective weapon against Russian drones. The system quickly proved its worth in the fall of 2022, when Russian forces began deploying Iranian-made Shahed 136 kamikaze drones en masse. The Gepard's dual 35mm autocannons and dual radar systems with a detection range of up to 15 kilometers made it ideally suited to shoot down these low-altitude, slow-moving targets. With over 100 Gepards currently in Ukrainian service, their success has prompted German manufacturer KNDS to offer Ukraine an upgrade package in early 2025. 2. Mobile fire teams. Formed in late 2022, Ukraine's mobile fire teams are equipped with heavy machine guns, man-portable air defense systems like the Polish Pyrun and American Stinger, or anti-aircraft guns mounted on pickups, jeeps, and ATVs. These units have played a crucial role in downing Shaheds and decoy drones like the Geran and Parody. 3. Interceptor drones. Although not yet widely deployed, Ukrainian-made interceptor drones were seen by NV's experts as one of the most promising innovations. Ukraine's armed forces first reported successful use of reactive interceptor drones in March 2025, when operators from the Dark Node unit of the 412th Nemesis Regiment shot down over a dozen Shaheds with an ultra-low-cost drone platform reportedly 30 times cheaper than its targets. 4. Iris-T SLM air defense system. Designed to engage aircraft, helicopters, cruise missiles and drones, the Iris-T is equipped with radar-guided missiles featuring infrared homing capabilities. Its precision and adaptability make it highly effective against drones. However, the system's high cost and limited availability in Ukraine, only around 6 units, as of early 2025, limit its impact. Moreover, its functionality depends entirely on a steady supply of German-made missiles. 5. Manned aviation. Ukraine's Air Force also contributes to counter-drone operations using fighter jets, helicopters, and light aircraft. Early in the Shahed campaign, Ukrainian MiG-29s and later F-16s were used to intercept drones. However, this is a risky tactic. Drone warheads produce fragmentation clouds that can damage or destroy the attacking aircraft. Military analysts believe at least 2 Ukrainian F-16s may have been lost this way. Armed Mi-8 and Mi-24 helicopters are also used, along with light civilian aircraft retrofitted with machine guns. 6. Electronic warfare systems. While not a kinetic weapon, electronic warfare EW is a crucial pillar of Ukraine's drone defense. By using GPS spoofing and jamming, EW systems can disrupt drone navigation, knocking Shaheds off course or forcing crashes. These incidents are often recorded as location lost. in official reports.